Hey fam, look, I know it's been a while. And I know it's been a minute that I haven't went live, but look, I'm live and I just want to talk about, self-sabotage. A lot of us self-sabotaging. Yesterday, I was listening to a podcast. Well, not really a podcast. I was just listening to someone speak. I'll just leave it like that. And I said, well, let me just talk a little bit about self-sabotage. And that's the only reason I did that yesterday on my podcast. I just went in it and I said, well, let me just touch bases and just do a live about it. I know it's been a minute, family. I know it's been a minute. It's been over a month. A lot of things has changed. A lot of things changed. I just want to say welcome. I know it's Herbalist Viola. Like, share, and make sure you hit the like button just to make sure everybody get it. But a lot of us self-sabotage. I was after I did my podcast, I got two emails. One email was from Jennifer and the other one's from Brandon. I wrote it down. I wrote it down. I just want to make sure because I already have like little notes on my phone that I just want to touch bases on. Because a lot of us self-sabotage and we don't need to do that, especially us. And the times that we in, we don't need that, family. We don't, because I know I'm gonna talk about personal things that I did to self-sabotage myself, especially with this business. Especially with this business. I was like, I ain't gonna tell too much TMI, but I was like, oh, how do I do this? Of course, I had my mentor, Herbalist Kareem, but it was more of that self doubt in yourself. It's like maybe you scared to succeed. A lot of us are scared to succeed. And I was like, sometimes I started doing courses and I had so many ideas. I had over 50 courses. The thing was to do a course every week. And I was like, man, I'm not going to do that, and then I'm like, sabotage myself. I put the course off and I kept putting the course off. And then I just said, well, let me do the first course. The first course was, 10 of the hardest things to put a course together. And I know Herbs Crew was like, what the hell is this, girl? Didn't I tell you, don't do it, he didn't say don't do a course like that, but he was just being a mentor and telling me, get out of my own way. Because we self-sabotage, we overthink, we tell we're not good enough, we settle, we like, I'll do it later. And then you'll look at the price of there's other platforms out. I'm on Think of It, and I was thinking about the monthly price, and I'm like, I was like, I'm not paying that. I don't know about y'all, but I was like, self-sabotage. And if I would have stuck with what I did and put those courses together, I would have had at least 100 courses, family. I'm like, dang, yeah, I got so many ideas. Look, I'm a Gemini. So I be having so many ideas, and I need to stop self-sabotage myself and go ahead and just do the damn thing. I'm gonna look real quick. Hey fam. Hey, I want to say it's Cody Moore. Look, I'm on. I know a lot of changes. I'll talk about the changes later, but I just want to talk about self-sabotaging because a lot of us do it. And we do it and don't realize that we're doing it. Sometimes it's our family doing it, our close friends. It could be your spouse, it could be your boyfriend, girlfriend, and you don't know it. So sometimes it's us really taking a step back and see exactly what we do and we cause ourselves. But look, I miss you too, because look, I keep saying I'm gonna go live, and I don't. I ain't been doing no videos, but that's on me. That's self-sabotage. Because look, the more I put myself out there, the more y'all know. And look, the more we grow, because look, I want everybody to be pooping every day. But this will be talking about self-sabotaging. But I just want to talk about myself, self-sabotaging. I was thinking about the price, and then I was looking at, man, who gonna watch this course? Who's gonna take this course? But it's not really who's gonna take the course. It's the people who need it will come. The people who actually need the course, need the information, they will come. And that's the way I look at it. So I'm gonna get out of my way, self-sabotage. That's on my to-do list to stop sabotaging, because it's like a lot of us. Let's just be honest. The graveyard, and I know I spoke about it before, the graveyard is full of shoulda, woulda, coulda, and music that could have changed. It would have made a lot of our lives a little simpler. I mean, just think about the greats. Just think about the people who passed away last year or within this last month. They died with like brilliant ideas. They didn't even tap into their gift. A lot of us self-sabotage. A lot of us, we shrink down. Like I was thinking about Jennifer. Jennifer wrote me, which I appreciated. Jennifer and Brandon, I really appreciate you guys. I hope you guys are watching, but I appreciate you guys because I can relate to your story. I can relate to your story, Jennifer. She was speaking about how she didn't feel, self-worth. She was like, had low self-esteem. So she settled in relationships and she felt that because they liked her, she liked them. She just liked them. And that's kind of hard. And look, that's self-sabotage how can I say, y'all know I be trying to say some nice words, but that's like in the deepest form, because who don't want to really be loved and love that person, to have that two-way exchange. She could missed out on her soulmate, missed out on true love, missed out on, the realness, because it's hard to be in a relationship to where you're settling, to where you're just accepting everything they do and you shrinking back yourself. You're just making yourself less than. And then they walk all over you. And if you don't have that real conversation, you miss out on so many things. You miss out on so many things. I mean, it's like, man, I could tell a story like a first boyfriend. I was like, okay, I could, kind of relate a little bit to that, because it was more to the point of, you know, everybody beauty is different. Beauty is different. Like me, I had low self-esteem, didn't think that I was beautiful at all. I just thought I was a plain person, and I always hid to the back. I can relate to Jennifer. So I don't believe I'm telling this story, but it's pretty much how you raised, how you reared up, how you um what you go through, which you don't really know what you go through from birth to 4 years old, but you do kind of look at 5 to 7 years. So birth to 7 years, you go through this this makeup, to where that kind of like set the tone of how your self-worth. And from the ages, come on now, we watch TV, we look at all these movie stars, we look at our friends, they have this, they have that. You think about how you look, your hair, your face, your eyes, you look at all the things that you had on your face, like this mole on my face. I was like, I don't want this mole, little different things that you go through, different things that you deal with. And you're self-sabotaging yourself because you're hurting yourself and you don't realize it. You don't realize you're self-sabotaging yourself. Like, I remember that time, and I'm gonna speak about Brandon, because Brandon, he played himself down, and well, he dumbed himself down so he wouldn't be like the teacher's pet. So, and he was saying how that hurt him in college. So I can relate to Brandon. So I just wanted to talk about that a little bit. And that hurts you in a profound way, because imagine, with him thinking, oh, through high school, through, for, what it was, elementary, middle school, and all through high school, he was a teacher's pet, and he didn't want to be like that in college. So I can relate. So he self-sabotaged himself in college, because why? We need to shine, family. We need to shine. We should not, hurt ourselves, because we don't really realize the benefits and who you can actually help in your class. Who you can help in your class. And just think, like with Jennifer's story, she's with a guy that liked her, but she don't really like him. And imagine he's like deeply in love with her, and he don't really know how she feels. That hurts, especially when it comes out. Those things hurts. And just think about that, sabotaging itself. I just wanted to make sure I speak about that. But just want to say hi, family. Hey, look, give me some more likes. I see you guys in the room. I know it's been a minute. Look, y'all can see I moved. I'm in a different area. Very Wise Alternatives moved. It's in another area. So I just want to put that out. So it's a lot of changes is coming up, and I'm not going to speak about that now because I just want to know: do you relate? I'm asking you: are you self sabotaging yourself right now? Think about your job. Think about the way you eat, how you take care of yourself. A lot of us we're in, especially what's going on the last 2 3 years. If that's not self-sabotage, because it's like, I'm trying to put it in a nice way, like, um how can I put this? Like, I told my family, this, and we talk about self-sabotage in another form, if you want to look at it this way. I told my family with the cocoa, I said, please wait. Just wait it out. Don't get tatted up. Don't get no tattoos. Don't get no tattoos. I said, wait. That's all I asked. And I was just speaking to my mom. Mom came in my room yesterday and she was like, yeah, Viola, such and such, such and such. And I'm not going to get into that. But to me, that's a form of self-sabotage, because you do something and then your perception and what you believe to be true kind of like was like fake, was kind of like, how can I put it? I'm trying to be real careful with talking about this subject, because a lot of us, and not trying to hurt no one's feelings, but just think how we sabotage ourselves, because we'll go and do something because somebody else did it, right? We do something because somebody else did it. And then what that does to you, what that does to you, what you think about your body. Because I was like, man, I want my body the way God created my body. And I'll leave it there. I'll leave it there. I just wanted to put that in this video, because a lot of us self-sabotage and just be beating yourself up, whether it's guilt, whether it's a woulda, shoulda, coulda, or just in general, you think that you're not good enough. You think that you're ugly, you're not pretty, just all those little things. You're too fat. And and speaking of that, sometimes we self-sabotage ourselves for, like, let's say you say, hey, I want to go on a walk. So you telling your spouse, like, look, I'm gonna get on this health kick every morning. I'm gonna get up and go for a walk, and this is what I'm gonna do. And then you may have a mate that be like, man, I don't want her, or I don't want him to get better or to really lose weight. So your spouse could be, or your mate could be self-sabotage yourself by being more, the time you're supposed to be going to the walking and getting in your sun and getting your, with Herbalist Viola. But I'm always telling y'all, get out there in the sun, go walk, stretch, do your good morning stretch, drink your water. Y'all know I got my water. You drinking your water. And you're supposed to be out there. So the time you're out there, your spouse be like, all smoochy and saying, hey, stay with me. And, trying to get some, I know said it. He'd be like, wait a minute. You trying to get some, I'm trying to go walk. Let's go walk and we can do something after. So that situation, you got to be careful. You got to be careful, because you could have a spouse, or you could have a friend, or somebody be like, I don't want you to lose weight, or vice versa. You're trying to go on a diet. You go out here and you buy all your, get right food, more fruits and vegetables. And then instead of eating the fruits and vegetables, you're going out getting, pizza, and you just gaining weight because you're self-sabotage yourself. Your inner self, your inner self is saying different things. It's like, if your brain and your gut is not in sync, I'm telling you, your heart and your brain be like, hey, you're supposed to be eating. Them parasites in your gut be like, hey, you can have that pizza. Go ahead and get a hamburger. You know what I'm saying? So instead of you doing what you need to do, you sabotage, like, I'm gonna do it later, or I'm gonna just go eat. I'm gonna binge eat. I'm gonna just stay in the house, and I'm not gonna go outside. It's just like you hurt yourself, and you don't need to hurt yourself. Sometimes it's like, I don't know, I forgot who said this, but it's called stinking thinking. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. I tongue tied, and I just said, let me just do the live, because if y'all noticed, you got the email late last night saying I'm going live, and like, dang, she finally coming back on. Look, I ain't going nowhere. I had a whole lot of stuff to do. Like the other place, I had got the floors done. The floors took 6 days to do, a total of 6 days. And I'm like, man. So I had changed the carpets. I know it's gonna be self-sabotage, but I was supposed to, I changed the carpet and put linoleum floors. But to me, that was a self-sabotage, because I was like, man, I should have just did a live during that whole construction, showing y'all things. And I was like, nope, I'm gonna wait for things to be perfect. I'm gonna be nope. And I shouldn't. To me, that's self-sabotage, because y'all missed a lot of information. I got, some emails that I do want to address. But like I said, yesterday, I was talking about self-sabotage, and I got these emails, and I'm like, let me just go live, and I'm going to talk about self-sabotage. Because I don't know if y'all got questions. Y'all go ahead and put them in the comments. Y'all know I'm reading it, Look, Cody Moore, what's up, sis? I just want to say hello, and I missed you too. But I don't know. It's like a lot of us self-sabotage, and we don't need to. We don't need to. When it's time to get that money, it's so much out here to make for all of us. For all of us. But we just self-sabotage. We do. Come on, family. Come on. Be honest. How many times in your life right now you self-sabotage? You was like, man, I'm gonna do this. Like let's say, I don't know. You want to do a cleanse, or you want to do a fast, and you was like, okay, I'm gonna do this fast. I'm gonna do it 3 days, and then because you ain't got no one else to help you, you be like, okay, I'm gonna just do it one day. I'm gonna do the fast one day. Or you supposed to do a cleanse. Now, if you're doing a candida cleanse is really up to 90 days. If you really got some overgrowth of yeast, family, 90 days, and you be like, okay, I'm gonna just do 7. Self-sabotage at the purest, especially if you got some parasites. Look, get them out. But I just want to make sure I hit on a whole bunch of points, because when I can say this. Okay, so another story with me about self-sabotaging. I remember just first time going on. I mean, this is TMI, family. This is just my thinking. It's my thinking. I just want to share this story, and it's going to go out. I remember when Herbalist Kareem asked me to, do a collaboration. I was scared because I was doing the go bag, and I'm like, man, I was all nervous. And then I started reading the comments, family. I mean, I was okay. I was in my element. I mean, doing the go bag, easy. I can do that in my sleep. But it was just the point of, I'm reading the comments, and if we talk about self-sabotage, I was like, self-sabotage. I was reading the comments, and it was like, oh man, where's Usman? Where's his boy? She replaced him. I'm like, because it was after the 3rd video that I did with Herbalist Kareem, and I saw that comment. I was like, oh, they don't like me. And I'm like, girl, get out your head. Stop overthinking. I mean, it was like maybe 2 days, and I never told this Herbalist Kareem, never. So if he's on, he's hearing the story. But I was reading the comments, and it was like, your boy, and who's she? And I was feeling like some type of way. And I was kind of like, I didn't want to go on any more videos, because I didn't want them to think I'm replacing anybody. And that can look at like teacher's pet, kind of sort of, with Brandon. And I was like, well, he asked. I don't mind. I love it. I don't mind. And doing videos, I was already scared. I don't know if y'all noticed, but I was scared. But I was like, nah, just go ahead and do it. So I had to get out of my own way, because I was self-sabotaging myself. Just imagine if I would have let that stop me. If I would have let that stop me, I wouldn't have been doing none of these videos, family. I mean, none. Now I'm going live, and that's confidence. That's confidence. That's because we can't let, how can I say, noise, because that's like noise of someone telling you, and it's only a few. And it's the point of, I'm not replacing anybody. I'm just an added person, just like, all the other people that take Herbalist Kareem's videos, and it all depends on what social media they want to go in. They just, do it. They're not replacing anybody. He's just introducing more people. That's what I was looking at. I was like, dang. So imagine if I would have did that. imagine, I don't know what I would be. I'm gonna tell you, I probably would have been still shy because, believe it or not, I'm shy. Only reason why I'm doing live because it's easy. It's only easy, family, because it's just me. I'm in the room. I'm by myself. Ain't nobody looking at me. I can laugh and act silly, and y'all can see me in the realest form. But it was a point of, imagine that would have been self-sabotage if I would have let all of that just my block my shyness, and you know and I thought about that, and I was like, dang, that would have been powerful, and I'd have been messed up because I wouldn't have got my music out. I look at the gift that God give us, because we all have that internal stinking thinking. We all have that overthinking, that chaotic, and we just gotta quiet the noise. We gotta quiet the noise. We gotta meditate, and sometimes we gotta change the narrative. We gotta go in there, and we have to change it and tell ourselves, "Yo, you good. You are beautiful in your own way." Because everybody's beauty is all different ways. So you're beautiful in your own way. I had to pick up my self-esteem, and I ain't look. Y'all see my hair? Y'all see me? I ain't care. I just look whatever. It didn't matter because another person that I'm always looking at. I'm always learning. I consider myself a master, a student. I love learning. Like, I love learning 3 things a day, which is horrible. I don't suggest nobody do that. Learn 1 thing a day. But all I'm saying is, I'm always seeing different things and learning different things and picking up different things. And I remember looking at Nikki Saunders, and she was like, stop worrying about your hair, stop worrying about that stuff, because the people that needs to see you, needs to get the information will come, period. And that's where I looked at it. I'm like, man, she's pretty good, because I took one of the courses, because Herbert Green was, when he did his you know I don't really, the chess game. Look, he gonna kill me. I forgot the name of his YouTube, when he's teaching about YouTube, and he's telling y'all the tips. Y'all gotta go get that course. Stop playing. Stop, get that course, because it's excellent. But it teaches you, the lighting and different things. And then you take other courses, like I did take Eric Thomas, one of his Phillips. I don't really remember his name, but I took other courses to learn about lighting, background, all these different things. And I'm like, and you hear other words from other people, and you like, instead of self-sabotaging what you got going on, you just go, you just. And these are some business tips, yeah, it's in my other course. I got a course that's called Passing the Baton, because all I'm doing is, all my knowledge, I'm passing the baton. I'm like, yo, here. Because there's a lot of us that a lot of stuff we just don't know. And a lot of stuff we pick up, and like, you listening to other people, like, I don't know how much stuff you learn from me. I can tell you all the stuff that I learned from Herbert Kareem. I know sometimes, like, I mimic him, but he taught you, and sometimes I'll repeat things, but I don't ever want people thinking, oh, you're just being like him. No, it's like similar things. We're both herbalists. He's a master herbalist. I'm a practicing upcoming. I'm in the game, maybe I want to say now 4 years, and that's thanks to Herbert Kareem. Thanks to my daughter Quasia. Hey, Quasia. But it's just a lot of things that we need to stop self-sabotaging ourselves, because imagine if I, how can I put it? Imagine if I just took the business and just did it local. Imagine if I didn't listen to Herbert Cream and didn't do a collaboration with him. And all those things you think about, because I was thinking, man, I'm not good enough. I was thinking, I'm gonna put it like this, you're in a class, you're like, dang, are you being a teacher's pet and all this other stuff? That's another thing that you can look at. You be like, oh, they ain't gonna like me. But business is business. So business is business. So sometimes you have to be about your business. I'm gonna leave it there. You got to be about your business and own your own shit, because we have to look at this thing as, this is your business. If you want to let people dim you, put your lights out, put it that way, because I'm turning my lights on. My store is open. I'm here to help. Support it very wisealternatives.com. I tell you, I'll do consultations. But I said, imagine the people that I did speak to. Imagine if I didn't speak to them. Imagine if I just shriek back, didn't let my light shine, and I just sabotage them and I'm gonna go beg my boss to give my job back because I got fired. Well, I quit first. I quit. And then he fired me. But that's TMI. That's a whole he say she story. And because every story got three sides. I got the recording. But anyway, family, and I'm thinking that job, I was making $600, what, a month? I was making $600 a month, family. And I ain't gonna tell you what I'm making in the business. So it's way more. And then you'd be like, so your business is your business. So don't let other people stop you and you sabotaging yourself because you weren't about somebody like you. Why they gotta like you? They paying your bills. Are they paying your bills? If they paying your bills and taking care of you and feeding you, clothing you, taking care of your family, your kids, then you good. But don't sabotage yourself. I know that word, self-sabotaging. Don't do that, family. Don't do that. And that's what I said, I was going to go a little deeper in on the podcast, and I still may do a podcast every day. I still don't want to, overload my schedule, because you can do that. You can sabotage yourself and put so much on your plate where your plate's so heavy that it's not balanced. So you don't want to do that. You want to make sure you're balanced. So I was like, I'm taking a step back instead of trying to do something every day. And you see, I don't know, I haven't went live on Fridays, and it's supposed to be Fridays at 10 o'clock. I'm gonna get back there, fam. I'm gonna get back there. Things kind of like, even itself out. I'm now in a place, in the business, in a place to where it evens out. Of course, I'll be back in Maryland, because that's where I live, back in Maryland. But I'm just saying, don't let that self-sabotage yourself to where you're missing out on money, you're missing out on family, friends, whatever. Don't do that. Don't do that. And I was like, well, everybody that I'm around have their business. What they want to do with their business, they want to do with their business. I can't be worried about if they like me or not. That's one thing that I had to put out my head. I'm like, we can't worry about that. We don't worry about that. I love everybody just the same, but we can't do that. So if you're doing that, if you find yourself doing that, you can't do that. I mean, it's like the worst thing. And I know all of it sounds like that, but don't do that, family. Don't do that. It's like it's a waste, but you're in your head and you're having a war within. Don't have that war within. Look, when you find yourself having that war within, you be like telling people no and you really mean yes, or telling somebody yes when you really don't want to do it. No, don't. That's self-sabotage. That's war within yourself. When you find yourself war within yourself, I'm telling you, you got to take your power back, take your joy back, and just meditate and be like, woosah. I mean, I'm saying, like, I'm still doing my chakra. I'm still doing my chakra. I'm doing my I'm still doing it, family, because a lot of us, we go through these battles and we having war within. For what? For what? I find myself and I'm like, I see what you're doing. I'll be like, I see what you're doing. And I'll laugh and I'll just just be like chewing all that negative energy. I be like, I ain't got time for it. Get that monkey off my back. Take your monkey back, and I just be fine. I'll laugh, and like right now, like I'm in my head, and then I'm like, slow it down, because we self-sabotage. Like if you ever watch my videos and stuff, and I be talking loud, fast, I gotta slow it down. So I be in my head, slow it down. I know you shy, but you gotta get your words out. Self-sabotage. You want to make sure that you're clear. So I'm trying to make sure I'm clear. And then you be in your head, you be like, in the video, I be like, nope, let me get my words out. Let them see me. See me. And sometimes I don't be reading the words right. I don't care. I'm gonna keep on, because all of us is not perfect. Ain't no such thing as perfect. Only one being is perfect, but we ain't perfect. We all are ourselves. Be yourself. Don't self-sabotage. Be yourself. And that's what I'm doing. So that's what I'm doing. I read I can't read the comments. The computer's way over there. I messed that up. I should have went over there and made sure I got it. But look, family, y'all know, y'all know. I know there's a few people on who actually can relate to what I'm saying. Seriously, who can relate? Just put in there, I can relate, because a lot of us, we hurt ourselves and we don't even realize it. We don't realize what we do. And another thing, go ahead, if y'all want, don't be shy. Look, don't be shy, y'all. Matter of fact, if you don't want to put in here and it's too embarrassing, email me, support@verywisealternatives.com. Look, email me. Y'all got a question to ask me. I will email you back, because a lot of us, we going through this life and we ain't hurt nobody but ourselves. We ain't hurt nobody but ourselves. We got the answers inside. Ain't nothing up in that sky. You know what's in that sky? In that sky is just beauty. When y'all look up and look at the sun and the moon and the stars and the clouds and the sun and the beautiful, that's it. Ain't nothing up there. It's inside. It's inside. I'm telling you, it's inside. Y'all know it's inside. Please know it's inside. Don't let none of that, because we self-sabotage ourselves so bad. I mean, so bad. We missed all our gifts. We missed all our gifts. And be like, man, life be passing us by. Ideas that you had, you let somebody else do it. And look, just because they did it, that doesn't mean you can't do it too. That does not mean look, if y'all don't know that, I don't know, because all I know is, like, I look at Herbalist Kareem. He's an herbalist. We have the same business. We don't have like the same products, but we got some similar products. And he opened his doors to thousands, I want to say thousands of now herbalists that's out here helping people. And look, y'all know we just, giving advice. This is for informational purposes only. But imagine the flood he did. Imagine if he didn't, because we're needed. We're needed out here. And for me to like shrink back or not do this, I'm self-sabotaging myself. And just imagine with him open his doors, because he could have kept it closed. He could have said, no, I don't know if I can do this. And that would have been a form of self-sabotage. But I'm just saying this because a lot of us, we hurt ourselves. We don't need to hurt ourselves. And then you ever have someone that's not doing what you're doing, because, and I'm saying this nicely because I do ask for, love from people like family members. I'd be like, I'll just ask their opinion, but don't really. I can say this a nice way, because I'm about to put my foot in my mouth. I'd be like, oh, you like my videos? And they'd be like, well, you could be doing this. And I'd be like, I could be doing what? So I'm not going to go too much into that. But y'all know what I'm saying. Y'all can relate to what I'm saying. Because I'm like, y'all know I'm shy. And you're going to ask me some stupid mess like that. I'm like, look, when you do it, I'll do it. I know I shouldn't have said that. I know I shouldn't have said that. But y'all know y'all thinking the same thing. Y'all know y'all thinking the same thing. Shoot. Y'all sit there and say y'all don't. Y'all thinking the exact same thing. And we don't. Look. So, again, make sure y'all shine your light. I'm sitting here making sure I look at my notes, because sometimes when that'll get in your head, and then you thinking, well, dang, I'm not doing no more videos. I'm not doing no more videos. But with my mistakes, my bloopers, and I was like, forget it. I'm still gonna do it. I'm still gonna clown, because I actually feel good. You know what I'm saying? I actually, I guess the shyness is a little bit going away, but it's more of, I have something to say and I just want to relate to some people, because to me, I'm looking at all these people suffering in silence. That just makes me want to talk more, because so many people suffering in silence, so many people sabotage themselves. They're hurting, they're crying, they're in pain. And sometimes it's just something simple. Sometimes they just need zinc. They just need some, some black seed oil. I mean, be honest, be honest. A lot of us sit back and be having gut issues, can't poop. And y'all know to call me. Girl, what's up? What's up? Don't be shy. And I'm not gonna tell your business. I'm not gonna tell your business. Who I'm gonna tell? I'm gonna tell you. I'm like, look, I need you to go, because I don't want you backed up, clogged. I don't want you. I don't want you leaving this realm, early than you need to. Early than you need to, because I know, like I said, a lot of people suffering in silence. A lot of people are sabotaging a good life. I mean, an excellent life. I mean, painless, a painless life. I don't want you doing that. I don't want you doing that. So that's why I'm gonna keep talking. I'm gonna keep doing my videos. Yes, not the video. I'm gonna keep doing videos, but I'm gonna do more courses. And I'm just up to number 7. Yeah, I haven't look. Number 7's been ready for, I want to say 6-7 months, and I'm wrong. 8 been ready, and I ain't self-sabotage. That's what it is. Because I still sometimes be in my head. Sometimes still overthink, and I'm gonna be honest. I be like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it, and then I be like, what I'm setting the price to, but. I'm just telling you, because I'm human too. This is not a robot. Ain't no robot. It's me. It's flesh. Look, y'all know I gotta be silly. I gotta be silly, but we can't do that. We can't self-sabotage, because you'll be missing out on so much. I mean, so much, because self-sabotage is real. A lot of us, you look at it. I mean, there's other words for it, but sabotage is like that word that just hits you in your throat, hits you in your chest. You be like, dang, did I do that? Do I really want to be successful? Am I scared of making money? Am I scared to, whatever? You can fill in that blank. But we self-sabotage ourselves so badly. I mean, so badly, and it's like we don't want to change until, let's be honest, until the doctor go, you can die, right? Those words, I'm talking about health, because, I'm going to bring it back. I'm going to bring it back to health, because that's the area I'm in. But you can add to whatever you're currently doing, what you're currently living through, how you self-sabotage, how are changing the course of your life. Because a lot of us is drifting. A lot of us are drifting. Because I come in, the herbs can't tell me he going to Africa. And I'm like, I want to go. And I be like, Viola, you ain't going. I'm like, dang it. I know I'm not going to go, but I am going to go I'll say 2024. 2024, because I am taking care of my mom. And sometimes things I just can't get up and do. Some things I just can't get up and do right now. But 2024 it'll be my year. It'll be my year, Yeah, I'm saying I'm going to still be here in this realm. I'm still going to claim it, because, days are not promised. It's not promised to us. So stop self-sabotage yourself, family. A lot of us do it so badly that you second guess yourself when you get in bed at night. You ever do that? You ever make a list and you say, I'm going to go ahead and get this stuff done. And you're like, dang, I chickened out. I didn't do it again. And if you don't know how just doing those, like I was talking about on a podcast, I was talking about a podcast, how we put the hardest things last, and then find out if you just do that hardest things first, everything else is a breeze. You're like, dang, I got the whole day to myself. I should have done that. I'm like I was on the Geek Squad. I was with the Geek Squad trying to get this printer. I don't know what's going on with the printers, but y'all need to start selling some printers again. But that's just the word I took. I'm not even gonna say the company, but y'all know what I was getting ready to say. But anyway, I just be saying so much. But man, see, I lost my train of thought, because I said I shouldn't have said that company. But y'all know, we set ourselves up, and we shouldn't. Look, I look. See, that's why I like going live. but we do hurt ourselves because the things we miss out, you're gonna miss out the love of your life, you're gonna be missing out on money, you're gonna be missing out on, I mean, pain free. You could be you're missing so many gifts. I don't know. There was a story that y'all know Steve Harvey says, and he was saying he was. I ain't gonna tell the story, but he was just saying how he was the story where all his gifts was behind doors, and you don't know how many gifts are behind that door, but you have so many gifts that's ready for you, that's at your it's at your beck and call. But we self-sabotage, shrinks ourselves, that we dim our lights, because I remember talking to my daughter one time. She didn't want to read, and well, it was she would I made them read. I made them read 2 books a month. From the 1st to the 15th, they had to read a book. From the 15th to 30th, they had to read a book. Because look, I was a single parent. I was like, y'all gonna read these books because y'all not gonna be like your mom. You're not gonna be like your mom. You're gonna read. So I made them read. So she had to where she get, I don't know what they do in your child elementary school, but she would get gold stars and certificates and all this other different things from reading. So she didn't want to tell them that she was reading a book. And I'm like, girl, I was filling out the thing of all the books she read. And the teacher was like, dang, these you reading all these books, and it was commending to her because it grows your vocabulary. You read so many books, your mind is just you just get so many different ideas. Your how can I say your critical thinking. Everything is like enhanced. So she was just dimming her light. She was like, nah, I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna. I was like, no, don't do that, babe. So it was different ways that I was trying to show them about shrinking their light. And I'm not, nah, baby, you need to shine. You need to shine. And I remember sometimes I did it. Sometimes, I ain't gonna tell too much of my business, too much of my story, because I be saying the wrong things on here. But just bottom line, family, don't dim your light. It's so many people watching you. There's so many people that are watching you, and they're looking for answers. They're looking for different ways, and you could just be showing it to them. Because y'all already know. You already know you got haters. You got people that respects you and love you from a distance, but they don't want to talk to you. They're shy. Just whatever's not bringing them to speak to you or stopping. Whatever it could be. Y'all put in your own words from there. But for that person to, they're watching you. They're seeing you. Because somebody's always watching. Y'all know somebody's always watching. So you never know. That could be just the thing that what you're doing. And when you stop and self-sabotage yourself because you don't do it, we need to help the next person. Even though if it's, how can I say, inadvertently or whatever the word is, my mind is like, that I forget what word I should be saying. But y'all get what I'm saying. It's more of we have so much stuff to teach. We got so much stuff to say, so much stuff to share, especially your experiences, because I can say how many years I have on this realm, in this space, in this matrix, all this space that all this wisdom that I'm learning, still learning from other people. I don't mind sharing it. Some people never even heard the term where, when I was saying, starve a fever, feed a cold, and people like, ain't that reverse? And I'm like, no. If you got a fever, you shouldn't be eating nothing but drinking. I mean, you should be just drinking and staying hydrated, because all you're doing is whatever that bug or that bacteria, that virus you have in it, you need to starve it and let it come out. You just let it come out. So a lot of people don't know those things. So like, just imagine the stuff that you have to teach or whatever. Just like I say, if I would have just self-sabotaged myself and not did another video after seeing a thing about Usman, I was like, well, I ain't trying to replace the brother. We just added. It's just more people on that channel, and that's where I was looking at it, and I was like, man, what they thinking, and I was like, nope. It's my business. It's my business. Their business is their business. And I just left it like that and just kept it pushing, even because I ain't gonna lie, it still float around in my head. You still be thinking, but you're like, nah, it's okay. Because I know that's not how the brother feel. I know that you can't please everybody. Let's just put it like that. You can't please everybody. Somebody always got to say something smart, some comment or whatever. And it's, it's them to, have to deal with themselves. Just put it like that. Them dealing with themselves because like I said, you can't please everybody. And if they're not sabotaging themselves, they're just looking at, I can't say linear. I don't know how they're looking, but it needs to be an open mind, be open-minded, because a lot of us need to be open-minded. And make sure you about your business, because it's time to, get paid out here. It ain't far as about when I say paid, it could be anything. When you getting paid, it could be you actually giving people your time. Bartering is so many different things, so many different wealth exchanges is out there. Because this is an exchange. We're actually using some fiat, some fake paper to say, can I get this product? I guess I should have changed that word. I don't know. But look, family, I've been on about 45 minutes running my mouth. If y'all got some questions, I'm gonna try to lean over here. But all I can say is just think about your life and how you're self-sabotage. Don't self-sabotage yourself. Because a lot of us do it and don't even know it. A lot of people know we're doing it. A lot of people know you're doing it and you be like, dang, I'm going to put this off. Yes, it's a little procrastination, but just think about what procrastination is doing. What is procrastination actually doing? Sometimes it's good to wait. Sometimes we need to just sit still, shut up. I mean, shut it up and sit still and just look. Just sit back and observe. Sit back and take in what you need to take in. But sometimes what is self-sabotaging? Let's say if you knew, like you knew the numbers that's gonna come out and you get the lotto, but you be like, oh, I know the numbers. I'm not gonna do it. And I know that was a bad analogy, but shoot. Imagine if you knew all of them except one. Anything. Y'all use your own scenario of what you did to your life, because it's about your life and your health. We already know far as about our health, what we doing, because what we eating and nobody sees what we eating. We just thinking we in the corner eating, and your body knows. Your body know when you feeding it crap and you be like, I'm stomach hurting and you all sluggish. Yeah, because you hurting yourselves. But I'm just saying on the other side of your life, your life. No one knows if you self-sabotage yourself but you. You don't want to look in that mirror, but I'm just saying you could put yourself in there and, take some of the stuff back. Sometimes just sit still, meditate, because the answers are inside you. And if, like I said, if you do got that stinking thinking, change the narrative. Change the narrative. Say you are enough. Brandon and Jennifer, you are enough. You are enough. I appreciate you guys sending me those emails from listening to the podcast yesterday. I really do. Because I was like, oh, somebody's listening, you say that sometimes. You're like, I'm really listening and thinking. And it's not like I really want to answer. It's just I love when I get feedback, when people send me a message and tell me about, the way they feels, because I'm like, dang, so, people can relate to some of the things you go through, some of the things that you be like, man, should I be in crypto? Is this, you be thinking about so many things. You think about so many things and you be missing the boat and be like, dang, I should have did that. Dang, but I don't know if I got any questions. I'm not even going to attempt, but I appreciate you guys. Like I said, please hit the like button. Hit the like button. I did speak about self-sabotage on my podcast. I didn't do too many scenarios, but I did want to say, if you guys are on my Instagram was hacked, so it ain't me telling you about no crypto. I will never tell y'all, hey, I made $1,000 on crypto. No, I ain't gonna send you nothing. Just like in the Herbs Cream was talking about, people with the WhatsApp. They ain't hit me on yet. I don't want them to hit me up on that WhatsApp, but I will never send you no private, no message or anything like that. That ain't me. But But I did want to really drive down um, some ways that you can stop yourselves. I mean, some ways that you can really stop yourselves. And it is like a self meditation. You got breath work. You got things that you can actually sit down and write things out. I mean, write it out, family. Write it out. Some of the things that you wish you can change, you can actually change it. That's the best thing about us. We can change it. We can definitely ask for other people advice. See what some of your, I would say, your closest friends, people that you look up to, that's doing some of the things that you're doing. Because the worst thing you can do is go ask somebody that haven't done it. You, yeah, no. Ask people that have done it, that's doing what you're doing. That's the best advice you can get. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of us self-sabotage, be like, I'm not gonna do that. And you be like, why? It's like, it's not far as leaving money on the table, but it's leaving money on the table, family. It is, especially if you're in business and you're letting another business tell you what you shouldn't do. And you be like, how you doing it? You telling me not to do it, you know? But look for the wisdom. You want to duplicate. It's nothing wrong with duplicating. You just put your own spin on it. It's not you recreating the wheel. That's the worst thing. Like they say, keep it simple, stupid. Keep it the KISS method. But there's so many things out there. And I'm just speaking from my heart, family. I'm speaking from my heart. I wrote these things down because what I do is when I was on my podcast, I was texting some of the stuff that I should have talked about. And what I really want to speak about is like sometimes that we're in our head so much, thinking we're ugly, thinking that we're not good enough, thinking that that it's not for us, and it is. This very thing that you're saying that you're not is what you need to do. And I'm saying this because they're like, well, and I'm not talking about like suicide, that yeah, go get help, get off this live and go get help if you're suicidal. But y'all know what I mean. I'm trying to relate to you on a positive. If you're thinking positively and you're seeing things that you should be doing, why are you not doing it? Why are you not doing it? Stop. Don't say can't, because you can. Like that word impossible is I'm possible. You are. You got it in you. When you have that thought, write those thoughts down. You want to brainstorm. Like I know I was going to put it on my I was going to put it on my business page, my website, but I was like, no, I'll just, keep saying it. Like, I don't mind. Like, you could donate. Like I do. I wouldn't mind sitting down speaking with people for 30 minutes, 30 minutes to an hour. I don't mind, but I would definitely ask for a donation. I'm gonna just say donation because I did have an amount, but it's a lot of times that we have bad thinking and we need to change that. Like, yes, I went through that word PTSD. A lot of us still dealing with it, and I'm surviving it. I'm surviving. I did a course surviving through PTSD. So sometimes your thinking is wrong. Sometimes you need advice. Sometimes you need help. Sometimes you need hypnosis. Sometimes you need acupuncture. Sometimes you just need a cold shower. Sometimes you just need a hot shower. Sometimes you need to be outside walking. Sometimes you need to be in the sun. So everybody's different. Everybody's different. Everybody needs different situations. Well, everybody needs different ways of help. Sometimes people need it all. So if you find yourself self-sabotaging yourself, whatever you need to do, stop, forgive yourself. Stop, forgive yourself. Say, look, I forgive me. You have to do that. You look in the mirror like I did my mirror course. Y'all got to forgive yourselves. I mean, a lot of people is holding on with guilt and aggravation and shame and all that. Nah, bump all that. Throw it. Throw it out the door. Let it, like when y'all come through the threshold of your door, leave it there. Leave that shit outside. Leave that sugar outside. Right? Leave it outside. You leave it outside, it ain't going to follow you inside. And don't pick it back up when you go outside. Because let me tell you, it's time for us to get what we deserve to get. Get into our gifts, learn our gifts, get into your business, learn your craft. Because a lot of us, it's just like that fear, and you just got to jump over it. However you get over that hurdle, squeeze through whatever, go through the wall. Once you get over, like, dang, that's all I was doing. Because I'm gonna tell y'all, to do these videos and go live, I was anxiety. We talk about petrified, didn't want to go look at myself talk. And I'm like, but it's just me. It's just me talking words and, edit. Look, editing. Look, don't think videos is easy. They're not. They're not. That's why I don't mind going live. Look, when Korean taught me live, I was like, ooh, all I edit is done. And the video goes out. Ain't no editing. But I like editing. I like putting the clip art. And I like doing that. But the time, people, it takes, we're talking about 8 hours, sometimes 12 hours, sometimes 24. And for the upload on YouTube, man, that's a whole other animal. But don't let that discourage you. Don't let that discourage you. But I still do it anyway. But I did self-sabotage myself because I could have been doing live. And the only thing I'm saying is, don't dim yourself. Don't dumb yourself down. A lot of us dumb ourselves down to make somebody else look good. But how you making them look good? I mean, and there's so many things I want to drive home. You're not making them look good. You're not. You're not. Because they could be like, is she dumb? Is she stupid? Is he dumb? In their mind, they probably thinking something else. They'd be like, oh, you just was doing that. No. Y'all both need to shine together. Yeah, go back and watch Powerful Beyond Measure. I look. Look, that's what you should be doing as well. When you feel like you self-sabotage yourself, go back and read that poem. Put it up. Go back and get that clip on Coach Carter and let the young man read it to you. Because he has this look and he's telling you you powerful beyond measure. He's telling you you're shrinking yourself. Shine. He's telling you. And it just does something to you. And you'd be feeling proud. You'd be like, man, just like that movie Greater. I don't know if y'all seen that movie Greater. And I'm not promoting movies, but I'm just saying some of these things does stuff into you. You be like, man, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna knock this out. I'm gonna knock that out. Because I be feeling good when I do my list at night. And I check all my, I be like, woohoo. Y'all know that. You're doing a good job. Y'all doing a good job. Y'all seen that? Y'all know that song? I can't say the word, but you did a good job. Y'all know. Y'all know. I'll be like, all right, you're doing the damn thing. Nope. I can't even play it. I can't even play it. Because I'm going to start doing TikTok, but it's going to take me a minute. I've been downloading a whole bunch of songs and I keep saying I'm going to do it, but I don't do it. I know self-sabotage. I'll be like, I can't do it, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. But family, that is all I had. I done ran my mouth. It's over an hour and I just be going. Hey, bruh. Thanks for getting on. Appreciate you. Love you, Herbert Kareem. You actually made me a little shy, but I appreciate you, bruh. Ooh. Hey, Eloise. And it says, happily. Oh, hey, Queen. Hey, Chocolate Queen. How you doing? I appreciate you. Look, you actually made me shy. You got your right on. But look, family, I'm not going to stay long. I just had to come live. I am back. Nothing's going on. I'm still going to do live. I didn't go anywhere. Just had to get some things situated. You know how you just get some things situated? That was it. But I'm going to continue. I'll do some other videos. I'm still doing my podcast. But if anybody got any questions, look, y'all got any questions? Because I do not mind answering a question but come on, make sure it's on about you self-sabotaging yourself, because a lot of us do it. And it's no shame in self-sabotage. It's just how long you do it and how long you're going to put yourself down, because there's so much riches, so much stuff out there for us. Because I'm going to tell you, I was thinking, man, I would have died with all this music and y'all wouldn't have got none of this information. Ain't like it's a lot, because, all I'm doing is repeating really what someone else said, but I'm just saying in my own terms and using my own stories, because it's real critical that you own up to your own greatness. if that makes sense. We know our weaknesses, but you don't know your strengths. You don't know how far you can push yourself. I can just put it like that. A lot of us, we thinking we at 100. We thinking that we're at that line and we're at 100 and don't realize we got 60 or 40 more. I don't know if you're at 60%, 40%, or if you're right at 99, you still got that 1%. That 1% put you over the top and you're like, dang, this was easy. And you're like, and you put so much stuff for yourself and you don't need to do that because all of us are powerful, powerful. You're all creative and beautiful and lovely and wonderful, in our own way, in our own way. And like, some of the things that I tell y'all that, as far as like healing yourself, going through stuff, remember, you're your own person. We don't drink the same water. We're not in the same air. Like I've been to well over 14 countries, I can say, probably more than that. So I've been in so many areas and I've eaten their food because that's one thing I do. Yeah, I be a daredevil and I eat their food. So y'all gut bacteria is different from mine. So some of the things that help me may not help you. So look, I don't mind speaking to you. I already know, but don't self-sabotage yourself. And please, family, stop suffering in silence. Please stop suffering in silence. But that's it, family. I don't see any questions. I really appreciate you guys. Look, enjoy your weekend. Definitely enjoy your weekend. And what I can say for you guys I don't know. All I can say is go out in the sun. Go out in the sun, play like some kids. Play tag, play something fun. Go out there. I'm telling you. I've been out there. I'm gonna show you. I'm doing a garden. I haven't recorded the garden, but I'm always telling y'all stuff to buy or whatever. But go outside and play like little kids. But all right, family, that is all I have. I really appreciate you guys. Herbalist Viola. Bye, family.